Okay, I want to ask you now about Tressa's gender. Alexandra Tressa, why did you make her a woman?
Because it was something that I didn't see so much, especially back then in 2005. But he was, again, following the mold of, tough guy investigator fighting aswang with a buntot pagi. And again, and when Kajo sent me that text in 2005 and he said, give me any script and I'll draw it in 20 days, as long as it's 20 pages long. So I sent him one page from the Tressa script because that I already had it. So I sent it to him and then he sent it back to me, showed me, really, again, the guy with the jacket and with the buntot pagi and, really square-jawed, tough-looking dude, buzz cut, already had the devil's haircut. And when I looked at that drawing, as much as it was an awesome drawing, it just felt like there was that gut feeling na parang, nakita ko na to. Parang ilang beses ko na nakita to. Hindi siya surprising. It was the really basic reaction that I had in me when I saw that drawing. And that made me just text Kajo back and say, what if Tressa was a woman? And Kajo loved the idea. He said, oh, that would make Tressa so badass if we make her a woman. And on the same day, he sent me a revised sketch, and it's the look that Tressa has had ever since.
It's also true in Philippine culture that there is a long tradition from ancient to modern times of strong women characters, strong women leaders. Kaya may mga babaylan, no? Mga babaylan mandirigma, no? Did you have these traditions in mind already, or ni-research mo sila? Because there are, of course, references in the stories, no, of this tradition. But when you thought of making her a woman, were you already conscious na may babaylan na tayo sa ating heritage, no, sa ating kasaysayan?
I guess it was in the back of my head. I mean, I was aware of the babaylan and their role in society back then only through the stuff I learned in school and the casual research that I did. So it wasn't a deep dive into our culture. And and yeah, as you're right. I mean, historically also there are like we would highlight certain the roles of women, especially in Philippine Revolution.
Sabi mo nga, there's empirical evidence, no, na women leaders have been able to respond better to this particular crisis, and in general, it reflects their, I guess, overall competence then to respond to crises.
And women leaders don't tend to become dictators. They let go when it's time to let go. That's one thing that is also an empirical fact. It's there.
May mga sinusulat ka, no, tungkol dito, and you cited these countries led by women who have done well in responding to the pandemic, no. It hasn't occurred to you na maaring coincidence lang yon na it just happened to be led by women?
Howie, the researchers were very, very systematic. They paired countries, near countries, neighboring countries, those alike with them, because there were only 17 female-led countries and were 170 something male-led countries. So they paired the female-led countries with every possible country that looked like them. For example, in income, in population composition, etc. So when I say let women lead, I'm not saying all women are capable of leading. I'm saying let women lead who are capable of leading. And my one caveat there is women who are with dynasties we're not supporting. I mean, their dynasties have made enough money, of the people of the country.
Mhm.
We are going to support women who really feel that they have something to offer and will have no obligations to money, padrones.
Gaano kahirap ba para sa mga babae mag-cover ng activities and beats that are dominated by men?
Hindi ko kasi inisip yun, Howie, eh. Hindi ko inisip yung hurdles. I was the type of journalist na medyo, especially because I was young and maybe because I started with so many handicaps, no? Parang, hindi ko alam to. This is a whole new environment for me. I was supposed to be writing for print, mga ganyan. I was supposed to be a print reporter and then I ended up working for broadcast. Ang dami-dami kong disadvantages and handicaps that hindi ko, parang yung mga roadblocks or yung mga hurdles sa isip ko, half the time I was trying to shut off. Hindi ko siya iniisip.
You've called out guys who have been nasty, nasty about women.
Yes.
There was some body shaming that you called out, misogyny. So it's a cause. Obviously, you're advocating against certain practices online, di ba? So I guess maybe that's an example of what you're talking about. You've built up this following so that you have a platform or even a pedestal to be talking about these more serious issues.
I get so many messages from women saying that they feel like seeing me talk back at these nasty men. It empowers them. It makes them feel like they're fighting through me, that they're living vicariously through my through what I did, and it makes them feel like next time somebody does that to them, they might be able to fight back. So it makes me feel nice to have that sort of effect on them too.
At sabi nyo, walang trabaho para sa forensic pathologist, no, sa Pilipinas. Pero ang daming kailangan gawing autopsy, no? And that's one of the things that forensic pathologists do, no? So doesn't that give work to forensic pathologists, or may mga ibang klaseng doktor yung pwedeng gumawa ng autopsies, hindi lang forensic pathologists?
Actually, that's kind of puzzling. Why the resistance to forensic pathology when the need is really there? I really don't know if I had a hand in it. I've always thought that if I were male, maybe I would have been more successful. Maybe I would have been better accepted. I think there's some kind of a gender issue here because I have encountered some concerns before regarding, babae ka eh, or something like that. Okay. And interestingly enough, the other forensic pathologist here is also a female. I know of some pathologists, males, who wanted to pursue forensic path, but somehow didn't make it. Pero yung resistance, minsan, ang hirap ding intindihin. I've been around for 26 years trying to set up this practice. And I have encountered a lot, of people trying to bring you down or just simply trying to stop you and so on. And I have so far hurdled them, I think, having reached this far. But it's not easy. And that's why at least ang contribution ko is for all the younger doctors wanting to do it the same way. I might have paved the way for them already because I have actually hurdled, that's it, some of the things thrown my way over the years.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. Check out the Howie Severino Podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms.